All right, so I want to get this prediction video out of the way ASAP. Get it out of the way because I don't know what my work week is going to look like, and I don't want to have this video up after everyone else has theirs up and has had their say. So we have the New England Patriots versus the Seattle Seahawks 2015 Super Bowl. I have been right a lot this year. I've missed a few because I did have the Baltimore Ravens in this position. They are the one team that I had progressing to this area, and I thought it would have been a much better game if they would have gotten to the AFC Championship game. It would have been a lot better game than that fucking Colt game. That fucking Colt game was absolutely atrocious. They didn't deserve. I mean, I don't even know, man, because Andrew Luck plays like shit in playoffs. I mean, in this type of setting, he does. He plays like absolute shit. So, what we're talking about right now is the Super Bowl. Super Bowl 2015 between the defending Super Bowl champions, Seattle Seahawks, and the New England Patriots. And let's just go over a couple keys. We'll break down a couple keys, and I'll kind of go through some of the focal points. First of all, the New England Patriot defense is susceptible to the run. We've seen that versus the Baltimore Ravens. We've seen Justin Forsett go for, what did he go for? He went for 125 yards. And now they're going against beast mode. Not a good matchup with this Patriot defense versus that Seattle run game. I think that is one of the areas that the Seattle run game the Seattle team will be able to exploit. Yes. I didn't even touch that PlayStation. That will be one of the areas that this team will be able to exploit. That Patriot defense. I think they will be able to exploit them and get yards with Marshawn Lynch, get yards. Knowing Bill Belichick, he's going to probably spy on a guy like Russell Wilson with a guy like Jamie Collins. I can see him doing that, but let's see how effective they're going to be when they're doing that. That's one of the keys. The Patriots are going to have to keep Russell Wilson inside the pocket and force him to throw from the pocket. The bad thing is that I think Russell Wilson, most games, I'm not going to say every game, most games, he is accurate enough to beat you with that one less person in that secondary. So I can see it. I can definitely see it. So, who is this? Kind of responding to some of the comments that I'm getting down here as I'm commenting. I'm starting to do a lot more of these videos live. What the hell? I don't get that. Anyway, I got a little bit sidetracked. But anyway, all right. You have that New England Patriot defense versus that Seattle Seahawks offense. They have to be able to stop the run. I think they can maintain in the secondary. That Patriot secondary has been phenomenal all freaking season long. So I think they will be able to maintain that secondary and keep guys like Baldwin under wraps. I think they will be able to do that. On the other hand, if you are the Seattle Seahawks, Seattle will be able to play more man-to-man out there in the secondary with guys like Sherman and Cam Chancellor and Earl Thomas. You'll probably see a lot of maybe KJ on Rob Gronkowski or Cam Chancellor and Rob Gronkowski. Those are pretty solid matchups. Cam Chancellor is a big motherfucker, and he can lay the wood out there in the secondary. He's not a smaller safety, and he covers a lot of ground for safety. Also, with Michael Bennett and the rest of that, Michael Bennett, I think Kevin Williams is down there. They're able to generate pressure without having to blitz, which is going to be key when you play this Patriot team. You need to be able to get pressure with your front four without having to blitz. And I think the Seattle Seahawks should be able to do that. So I got a lot of friends who are Patriot fans, man. And for me to go against this Patriot team, a lot of my friends are looking at the screen right now and saying, "Are you serious?" Yeah. I apologize. It's live and it's not being edited. So I'm kind of answering questions as I go along. But yeah, Seattle Seahawks, New England Patriots. I am going to go with Seattle to win back-to-back championships. I think the NFC Championship game once again will be better than the Super Bowl. Is it going to be a blowout? I don't think so, because the Patriots are one of the best teams at making plans. Bill Belichick is one of the best strategists that I've ever seen. And he'll come out and he'll do something in the first half of the game, and then the second half of the game he'll come out and he'll do something completely different. They're not going to be able to run the ball with the magnitude that they were able to run the ball against the Colts, because the Colts can't fucking tackle. And let me give a shout out to the Generator 1999. He asked for a shout out in my comment section. And shout out to all of the real football fans that watch me week in and week out. Next week is our last week, and then I'm probably going to be progressing to talking more about Heat basketball. And then when the Dolphins come back, we'll go back to Dolphins. And I'll probably go back to, I don't know, I haven't covered Marlins baseball in a while. So you'll probably see me cover a little bit of Marlins baseball, but we'll go to Heat basketball when the Super Bowl is up. I haven't been watching a lot of the games. Like, I've been watching a few sporadically here and there. I usually wait till after football season is over with to really start getting entrenched in the NBA season. But yeah, this is the Super Bowl that I didn't want to see. I honestly didn't want to see this Super Bowl. I would rather have seen the Ravens versus the Seahawks or the Colts versus the Packers. I thought those would be fun games. I don't think this one is going to be very fun. I just don't see where the Patriots have a mismatch anywhere on offense. Don't think they're going to be able to run. Richard Sherman versus Edelman is a no-go. Cam Chancellor versus Rob Gronkowski. Brady's going to have to force some passes down the field. Now, the Patriots are schematically, they are an absolutely fantastic team. I just don't see where they win matchups versus this team. It's just like last year with the Broncos. I didn't see where they. That's why I predicted that game the way I predicted it. I didn't see where the matchups worked out favorably for them. I just don't. I don't see it. It doesn't make any sense to me. And I think that once again, I think the NFC Championship game is going to the NFC Championship game is going to be a better game than the Super Bowl. Last year, the 49ers versus the Seahawks was a better game It was a better fucking game, and I think we're gonna see the same thing. Not to the 43-8 type score, but I could see this game maybe roughly 24-35. I can see it somewhere in there. I can. And Teddy Bruschi is on my screen right now, but I'm getting ready to go and watch some UFC fight night. I don't know if I'm going to review these fights tonight because it's getting late, and I have to be up early in the fucking morning. So I don't know. I might cover them on my channel, and then again, I might just say fuck it and just go do something else. I might. I don't know. I'm debating. I might not even feel like getting back in front of this camera. I really want to see how Conor McGregor handles Saber, but I don't know if I'm gonna turn this camera back on to review it again. But yeah, that is my prediction: New England Patriots versus the Seattle Seahawks. Let me be more optimistic on the Patriot side because I'm talking more as from an analyst perspective. From an analyst perspective, for the New England Patriots to win this game, they have to establish the run. It doesn't have to. It's not going to be with what they had this game versus the Colts. It's not going to be 150 yards. I just don't see that shit happening. But I can see them chiseling out maybe 90, 100 yards. You get the running game started. You work your play action, and you keep that aggressive young defense on his toes. On the defensive side of the ball, you've got to stop Marshawn Lynch. It's that simple. He cannot get 50. He can't get 115 yards and you win this game. I just don't see it. You have to cause some turnovers. This last game, we saw Andrew Luck get some turnovers. He gave, 3-4 turnovers. If you're going to get turnovers versus this Seattle team, you have to turn those turnovers into points. You can't allow them to hang around like that Green Bay Packer team did. You have to, every single opportunity that they give you, you have to go back and punch it and get points. You can't be in the red zone 2 times and get 6 points. You've got to protect Brady. You've got to protect him. And it's, to me, if I was the defensive coordinator, I would be focused more on A-gap pressure versus Tom Brady. And I say that a lot. And I don't understand the concept behind some of these defensive coordinator schemes. It makes no sense. All right, let's say you coming out there, you put 4 hands on the ground, you got 3 linebackers standing up, and you drop the rest in your secondary. These guys continue to focus the pressure on the outside, and these Patriot tackles are so good at taking the pressure and pushing it around Brady and allowing him to step up in the pocket. So when the pressure comes in around Brady, the tackles are taking that pressure and they're pushing it around him, and he's fine with stepping up. The problem with Tom Brady is when you get that A-gap pressure, you shoot that A-gap pressure right up the middle, and you force him off of his toes, and you force him to go lateral because he doesn't have the athleticism to do that. And I've said that a million times. When the Ravens were beating this team and giving this team problems, when the Giants were beating this team and giving this team problems, the pressure, the focal point of the pressure was up the A-gap. It wasn't on the outside. It wasn't. You might have seen some guys getting pressure, getting sacks from the outside, but that was because the pressure came from the inside and they forced Brady to go left or right. And you've seen a guy like a Jason Pierre-Paul come up and get a sack. You got to force this guy not to step up in the pocket, but to step out the pocket, and you have a better chance. I'm sitting there watching the film and I'm going, what the fuck are they doing? And then on the flip side of the whole shit, On the flip side of it all, you don't bump and run. How do you not bump and run an offense that's based purely on timing? How does that work? How the fuck does that work? Julian Edelman should never get a free release. Ever. You've seen that a lot in this Colt game. Julian Edelman coming off the line. He's got 10 yards of cushion. Why? I don't get it. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Why is this guy being allowed a free release to come on? And that's the one thing that the Seattle Seahawks not going to do. That's the great thing that they do very well. They put 6'4", 6'3", 6'4" Richard Sherman on the line. They put Jeremy Lane on the line. They've got those big-ass physical linebackers and that big-ass hawking safety back there, and they hit you. They hit you. So, and I just start rambling, just talking football. But, yeah, in order for the Patriots to win this game, they've got to run the ball. They've got to protect Tom Brady. They have to keep his ass clean. He can't get whacked around like we've seen in previous Super Bowls versus the Giants. Who else did they play? Those are the two that they lost. The Giants. Big physical defenses give this team problems when you have a Brady. But big physical teams, well, I can't say every team give every team a problem, but big physical teams definitely give the Patriots problems when they can force a quarterback who's so good standing on his toes to move laterally. You want to make him move lateral, not up in the pocket, because he's okay stepping up in the pocket. I've even seen him scamper a few times when he was stepping up in the pocket, but you have to force this guy to go lateral. You want to force him to go like this, not straight ahead, and that's going to happen by putting more pressure up the A-gap. Stunt to the A-gap. I want that A-gap pressure. I want to hit Brady right up in his face. So, I don't know, man. I'm tired as fuck, and I gotta be up at 5:45 in the morning. So, that's my prediction video, man. New England Patriots versus the Seattle Seahawks. I am going to go. I gotta go with Seattle. I gotta go with that defense, man. I gotta go with that defense, and I gotta go with beast mode, ripping off runs. And I have to go with Russell Wilson making timely plays with his feet. That's what I have to go with. And I do think the NFC Championship game, once again, will be better than the Super Bowl. I think the NFC Championship game, once again, was the Super Bowl. Go check my predictions. I've been right a lot, and I've been wrong a little bit. I was wrong about the Patriots and the Ravens, but I was right about a lot of other shit. So, I am done. I am off this camera for the night. I am going to sit down and watch some UFC Fight Night 59. So, if you're not tuning in, check it out with me. The likelihood of me making a video is very slim. Probably not going to make a video tonight about this. If I do anything, I'll make a video tomorrow and talk about whether Conor McGregor lost or won. I'll probably put the fight up on my YouTube, up on my Facebook page, like I always do. The fight will probably be on my Facebook page, but the likelihood of me making a video for the game is probably not going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. Let me check some of these comments before I jump off here. New England Patriots versus Seattle. See, Pats suck. I could be wrong, but I don't know. Can I have a shout out? Let me see. Let me see who's all in the comment section.
Me.
Wife, you're not in the comment section. I honestly don't see the Seahawks beating the Patriots. I just don't see it. Degenerator 1989. Shout out to Degenerator 1989. Shout out to the Wolf, the Sixth Wolf. Shout out to Amilcar Diaz. I apologize if I'm getting your names wrong, man, but Make sure you guys subscribe, man. We're gonna be talking Super Bowl. I'll probably make another video. This video is a little bit of ramble-ish. I started rambling off talking about defensive techniques and things of that nature. I hope you had all those words for breakfast, Edgar Barrias. Man, listen. There is one, There's one type of fan that I respect. I respect the type of fan that talks shit before the game, during the game, and after the game. If the only time you got something to say is after the game, bruh, man, please. Shout out to Joseph Daniel. I see you, bro. I see you. What's up? No, I got my computer pointed this way. The fight getting ready to come on. So, anyway, folks, I am out of here. Follow me. Make sure you follow me. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, but definitely go over to my YouTube to my why the fuck I keep going over to me? Go over to my Facebook page, because that's where we talk about the game. I'm always if I'm watching a game or a fight, I'm posting highlights every single time. And on my Twitter @casual @KASUWELL. That is my Twitter handle. Anyway, I am done for the night. I'm fucking exhausted. Peace.